friends, welcome to another episode of Be You Yogini. It's my pleasure to bring you about a 45, maybe 50-minute Hatha Vinyasa flow mix here today. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position, so if you want to sit on top of a yoga block or maybe a pillow or a cushion to begin to raise your hips above the knees, that would be great. You might need a yoga block and a yoga strap to assist you in this class. Otherwise, you just need a yoga mat. All right, let's begin. Sitting with a tall spine, you can begin to close your eyes. Relax the face muscles, the eyebrows, the eyelids, the lips, and the jaw. Feel your heart opening. Imagine that your shoulder blades are reaching toward your spine, so you have a nice broad heart. And as you sit here in this comfortable position, begin to notice your breath, the inhale and the exhale. There's no need to change it right now. There's no need to deepen it or lengthen it. And as you begin to notice the inhale and the exhale, you might begin to catch on that even just bringing awareness to your breath will alter it slightly. So just take that into consideration as you notice the inhale and the exhale. Begin to move your breath toward the belly with every inhale, inflating it out like a balloon, pushing the navel out toward the space in front of you. And the exhale, drawing the navel toward the spine. These are deep belly breaths in yoga, and it's a great way to warm up the diaphragm. Connecting to the breath like this throughout the class will help connect to the body and will also help make some of the poses a lot easier by breathing deep and connecting with your breath, your diaphragm, which is a part of your core muscles. And on your next inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale, hands to the heart center, pressing the thumbs into the heart into the thumbs. Acknowledging that mind, body, spirit connection. And then bow the head to greet the heart. Acknowledging the effort it took to get on your mat today, as that's often the most difficult part. You can slowly release the hands, blink the eyes open, and make your way seated on the mat, removing any of your yoga blocks or yoga cushions out of the way. And we'll begin to warm up the core. And so coming to a nice comfortable seat with your feet in front of you, your knees bent, you can use your hands behind your hamstrings and come up to a tall spine. And then on the exhale, you're going to release the spine backwards, leaning back, hugging the core and maybe giving a slight curve. And then inhale, coming back up, opening the heart, reaching tall. Exhale, curling back, hugging everything in. Inhale, reaching the heart open. And we can make it more difficult here by raising the arms up, reaching out in front of us. On the exhale, moving back, lowering backwards. Inhale, hugging the navel and coming back up. Good, moving with the breath. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale, coming forward. Again, exhale, coming back slowly with grace, using your muscular energy here. Inhale, coming back up. 2 more times, guys. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale, reaching forward. So you'll feel this in your abs, you're going to feel this in your thighs, maybe in your glutes. And the whole time we're doing that, we're keeping our feet on the floor. Good, and then we're gonna add a little bit here to this flow. So reaching the arms out, on your exhale, lowering down all the way onto your back. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, reaching the arms forward, and then inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reaching the arms back. Exhale, reach the arms back down at your side, curving in. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, slowly lower with grace and purpose. Inhale, reach the arms back. Exhale, hugging the navel toward the spine, and then the arms come, then the heart comes. Inhale, reaching a nice tall spine. One more time. Exhale, lowering all the way down onto the mat. Inhale, reaching the arms long behind you. Exhale, curving. Good. And then inhale, reach the heart open. Oh, let's do it one more time. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms back, making this a nice flow. Exhale, hug the navel in. Start with the navel and then curve. Bring the heart back up. Beautiful. Now we're going to move into Navasana. You can keep the legs bent here, flexing the feet, bringing the knees up toward the chest, and on your next exhale, coming down into a low Navasana. Inhale, moving back up into high Navasana. Exhale, slowly lowering, hugging the thighs together, the feet together, the core is engaged. Inhale, reaching the heart up, the shoulders down. Exhale, slowly lowering down, hugging everything in. The feet are about an inch off the mat. Inhale, using that core to really bring yourself back up into high Navasana. Good, moving with the breath. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up, Navasana. One more time. Exhale, lowering down, reaching long. Inhale, coming up, reaching the heart open. Exhale, coming back down into low Navasana. And then inhale, coming back up into high Navasana. See if you can reach the toes up into the air, the legs straight maybe for a moment. And then exhale, release. Sit cross-legged, open up the heart on the inhale. Exhale, curve. So this is basically seated cat-cow, reaching the spine back. Inhale, reaching the heart open, the shoulders back. Exhale, curving in. Inhale, opening up the heart. And then let's move in a few circles to the right. You can allow your head to just roll with your spine. And then exhale, switching directions. Moving and circling to the left. Inhale, come back up to a neutral spine. And then moving over your feet, come into a tabletop position, placing the hands directly underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, tops of the feet on the mat. Feel your length of your spine here, really reaching the heart slightly forward. The chin is in line, or the chin is tucked down a little bit so your neck is in line. And then on your next inhale, moving into cat-cow, reaching the heart forward, tailbone back. Exhale, pressing away the mat, curving the back of your heart toward the sky. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, pressing away the mat, hugging everything in. Good. Inhale, reaching forward, opening up the heart. Exhale, curve, let the heat out through the mouth. This is a great warm-up stretch here with cat-cow. It's also a great way to just tune into the breath again, moving with the inhales and the exhales. On your next inhale, come to a neutral spine. We're going to curl the toes under and lift the knees an inch off the mat. So this is our last little core engagement here before we move into our sun salutations. So we're just hugging in the core, hugging the thighs in toward one another, pressing away the mat, hugging the triceps in, reaching the spine long, and feeling that fire in the belly. For 2 more breaths, guys. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale deep into the belly. And on the exhale, press back into downward facing dog, lifting the hips up toward the sky, the heels toward the earth. Good, letting any heat out through the mouth. And you can begin to walk your dog if that feels good for you, or do any kind of organic movement here that, just alleviates any tension in the backs of the legs. So I like to walk my dog a few times just by bending one knee and then switching. And then coming back to your neutral down dog, feeling the stretch in the whole back body. On your next inhale, raise the heels. Exhale, look forward, bend the knees, step or hop to the front of the mat, standing forward bend. Feeling the spine really just float down toward the mat with gravity. On your next inhale, you're going to raise your heart toward the front of the room, coming to a flat back, and then exhale, fold. Feel that nice stretch. Good, and we want our feet about hips width distance here, and feel free to bend your knees as much as possible. Inhale, reach the heart forward, flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold, release. Good, and then this time we're going to come through that flat back, and on your next inhale, you're going to come all the way up to stand, reaching through that flat back, hands up toward the ceiling, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, just take a moment here to press the thumbs into the heart and the heart back into the thumbs, and really just feel that connection. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, folding over, standing forward bend. Good. Inhale, reaching the spine long, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. Reaching the heart slightly forward here, really engaging the core. Take one inhale, deep into the belly. And then on the exhale, you're going to bend the elbows back toward your sides, moving through chaturanga, lowering down on the mat. Inhale into cobra, the back of the heart reaches toward the sky. And then exhale, lowering the heart, curling the toes under, pressing back into downward facing dog on the exhale. Take an inhale here, feeling that stretch. Exhale, lower the heels toward the earth. And then on your next inhale, raising the heels, exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, raise the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, make your way through that flat back, coming all the way up to stand, palms together. Exhale, hands through heart center. Keep moving with the breath. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, raise the heart, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back into plank. Moving with the breath, coming down through chaturanga. Inhale, reaching the heart open, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here for a moment. And then on your next inhale, raise the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, raise the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping up, come all the way to stand. Exhale, hands through heart center. And inhale, sweeping up for our last sun salutation. Exhale, folding over with grace. Inhale, reaching the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back into plank. Or you can hop back into chaturanga with elbows bent. Moving through chaturanga, inhale, reaching the heart open, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come to your breath here, breathe deep into the belly. On your next inhale, raise the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, palms together. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good, just taking a moment here before we keep moving. Coming to your breath. And just feeling that mind-body connection by pressing the thumbs into the heart and the heart into the thumbs. On your next inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, folding over, standing forward bend. Inhale, reaching the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step the left leg back into a right lunge with the right knee directly over the right ankle. Good, reaching the heart forward slightly, draw the shoulders back on your spine, coming onto your fingertips, really power through the legs, press down into that right foot and let that left thigh power up toward the ceiling. Hug in the core, exhale, navel toward the spine. Really feeling that strength here. And then exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. Bring the left knee down to the mat, top of the left foot on the mat. And then you can use your hands to walk your torso up into a tall spine. Leave the hands on top of the thigh, or you can inhale, sweep the arms up overhead into full Vinyasa or monkey pose. This is a wonderful stretch in the hip, and know where your edge is. So if it's feeling a little bit painful, maybe press into that right foot more to give some resistance into the stretch, so that way you don't overstretch the hip. Good. On your next exhale, sweeping the arms down to the earth. Plant the left hand underneath your left shoulder. Inhale, sweep the right arm up to the sky for a nice twist. You have the option here to straighten the left leg in this twist in the low lunge, or you can keep the left knee on the mat. Feeling a long spine here. As you exhale, draw the navel toward the spine and toward the right side of the room. Take one more inhale. Exhale, sweep the right arm down to the mat, step back into plank, move through a vinyasa, reaching the heart forward on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. On your next inhale, you're going to sweep your right leg up into the sky, the toes pointing toward the ground, so our hips are nice and in line. And then exhale, draw the right knee toward your chest, the chin toward the knee. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, reach the right knee to right elbow. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, draw it in one more time, and then step it back through the right leg lunge. Exhale, straighten the right leg for a forward stretch. Just releasing that right hamstring. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold. And then walk your hands to the center of your mat, turning your toes in the same direction, coming to a wide-legged forward fold. You can release the head by shaking it no. Take an inhale, reach the heart forward. And then exhale, walk the hands to the left side of your mat, coming into a low lunge on the left. Reaching the heart forward, really setting your foundation here. We're going to come to the fingertips and engage our core. So really press into that left foot, hug the navel toward the spine on the exhales, reaching the heart forward, and also press that right thigh up toward the ceiling to help support and counter the weight. Good, taking one more breath here. And then exhale, plant the hands back onto the earth, plant the right knee, top of the right foot onto the mat, coming up into Vinyasa, walking the hands up to the left thigh. And then if it feels comfortable for you, you can inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, reaching the fingertips toward the sky, reaching the heart open. Remember to relax the shoulders here and really press into that left foot to give some resistance so you're not overstretching the hip. We are still warming up, so just be kind to yourself. Good. Take one more inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms back down to the mat. Plant the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, the left fingertips up toward the sky. And then you have the option in this twist to straighten the right leg, which will add a bit of difficulty to the twist. So it's up to you. You might feel different on certain days. Exhale, sweep the left hand down to the mat. Step back into plank. Move through a vinyasa of your choice, moving with the breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, taking a breath here. Exhale any heat out through the mouth. And then inhale, sweep the left leg up, back behind you, three-legged dog, toes pointed toward the ground. And then on your next exhale, sweep the left knee forward, chin toward the knee. Inhale, sweep the foot back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, reach it back and up. Good. Exhale, hug it in, left knee to left elbow. One more time. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hug everything in, knee toward your chest. Try to touch your chin toward your knee. And then exhale, step it through, low lunge. Straighten the left leg for a nice stretch here in the hamstring. Inhale, reach the heart forward. And then exhale, fold. Just give into the stretch here. When you're ready, you're going to walk your hands to center, turning the toes to face the same direction, wide-legged forward bend. Release the neck, maybe shake your head no, shake your head yes. just feeling the spine lengthen toward the mat. Inhale, reach the heart forward, flat back. Exhale, walk the hands to the right side of the mat. Low lunge on the right. Good. Coming to your fingertips, really setting that foundation like we did before. And then this time, inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, coming into crescent pose. Good. So our spine is nice and long. We have a slight curve in the spine in this pose. You want the tailbone to be reaching toward the earth. So allow that core to support your lower back. Soften the rib cage. Soften the shoulders. And then on your next exhale, take your hands to heart center, twisting to the right, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh or the right knee. Lengthen on every inhale, and then deepen the twist on every exhale. Exhale, come out of the twist. Inhale, reach the arms up one more time, crescent pose. Exhale, fold the arms, and then step the right leg back, plant the left hand, and come into side plank on the left side. So you can modify by bending your right leg and placing the right foot in front of you, or for the extra challenge in side plank, you raise the right leg off of the left, really pressing down into the mat to help rise. Awesome, guys. Exhale, bring the right hand back down to the earth, come into plank, move through a vinyasa of your choice, or just meet in downward facing dog. It's up to you. No need to push yourself through your edge. On the next inhale, you're going to raise the right heel up into the sky. Exhale, step through low lunge, and then come to a wide-legged forward bend, reaching the spine toward the earth, just shaking out any tension through the neck softly, maybe shaking it yes, shaking it no, letting gravity do the work for you. And then exhale, walk the hands to the left, low lunge on the left. Set the foundation, really power through the legs, hugging the core, coming onto your fingertips, draw that navel toward the spine, reach the heart forward. And then on the next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, coming into crescent pose on the left. So you really want to press that right thigh toward the sky to straighten the right leg. And you also want to draw the hips so that they're facing the same direction, so they're both pointed forward, like headlights of a car. Good. With every exhale, see if you can sink a little deeper into that left thigh. On your next exhale, draw your hands to your heart center and twist to the left, bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh or the outside of the left knee. Good. Release any tension out of the neck. If you feel it in the left side of your neck here, maybe just turn your head a little bit less. Maybe look toward the ground or toward the floor. Take one more inhale. Exhale, come out of the twist. Inhale, reach the arms up into crescent pose one more time. Exhale, fold the hands down to the earth. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Side plank, pressing the right hand down into the earth. Engaging that core, hugging everything in. See if you can raise the hips up a little higher. For the extra challenge, you can raise that left foot off of the right a few inches or maybe a foot or two. Good. Coming back into side plank. Exhale, coming back into plank, both hands on the mat, moving through a vinyasa of your choice, or just meet in downward facing dog. Good. Breathing here. Take a moment, feeling the stretch. And then on your next inhale, sweeping the left foot up toward the ceiling. Exhale, draw the knee in, moving through a low lunge, straightening the left leg, feeling that nice hamstring stretch for a moment. Exhale, walk the hands to center, wide-legged forward bend. Release the neck. Feel your spine lengthen. On the inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold. Good. Take your time here. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, walk your hands to the right. Low lunge on the right. Good. We're moving into warrior two. So placing that left heel on the ground, opening up the left hip, set the foundation, really engage the core, and then windmill the arms open and up, coming into warrior two with the heart open to the left side of the room. You can feel where your hips are here, just taking a moment to really make sure that they're nice and even. And you can always check that your knee, your right knee, is tracking over the center of your foot and is not folding in toward your big toe. On your next inhale, straighten the right leg, moving into triangle pose. You might need a yoga block, sending the hips back, the heart forward. Using that yoga block to help you will lengthen the spine and will allow you to feel the stretch a little bit more without putting too much weight on the hand. You're twisting open here, so with every exhale, feel the back of your heart expand. And again, in this pose, if you feel any tension in the left side of your neck, feel free to look down or to the side. You don't have to look up toward the ceiling. Taking one more inhale here. On the exhale, bringing the right knee into a bent position, moving into side angle pose, bringing the right elbow on top of the right thigh. Exhale the left hand over the left ear, twisting the heart open, taking one more breath. And you have the option here to bring the hand to the floor or move into a bind. If the bind is in your practice, go ahead and take it. If you've never done the bind, it's a really great shoulder opener, and you can use the yoga strap to help you. By, instead of grabbing your fingers, you would use the yoga strap behind in both hands. Good. Coming back into your side angle pose. Inhale, sweep up into warrior two. I know the right leg might be on fire. Take one more breath here. Inhale, straighten that right leg. And then we're going to move into a wide-legged forward bend. So just take a moment here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Good, just feeling the stretch. Maybe you can grab onto your ankles and just let your spine relax. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold. And then exhale, moving into the low lunge on the left, walking over, setting your foundation, getting that yoga block ready. You're going to need it in a few seconds. First, we move into warrior two, so bringing that right heel down to the earth, opening up the right hip. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, reaching the heart open. See if you can relax the shoulders in this pose. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of fire in that left thigh. Press into the outside of the right foot as well to balance out the weight a little bit more. And hug the core in. Draw the navel toward the spine with every exhale. And then see if you can sink a little deeper into that left thigh. Good. Taking one more breath here. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, moving into triangle pose, reaching the hips back, the heart forward, and reaching as far as you can, and then reaching the right fingertips up toward the ceiling. Twisting the heart open here. It's as if there is a wall behind you, and the back of your heart is resting on that wall right behind your body. Just imagine that and feel yourself like one solid plane. Good. Taking one more inhale here. And then exhale, bending the left leg, bringing the left elbow on top of the left thigh, reaching the right arm overhead, coming into side angle pose. And then, of course, if you took the bind on the opposite side, or if you took a different hand variation, do it on the left side as well. Opening up the shoulders here in the bind. It might be pretty intense. A lot of us have really tight shoulders because we tend to hunch in our modern day society. So reaching those shoulders back can feel very intense. Just be patient with it and stretch with the breath. Coming back into side angle pose wherever you are, and then inhale, sweeping back up into warrior two. Taking a breath here, even though that left leg might be on fire. Breathing into it. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bring the toes to face the long facing on your mat. Wide-legged stance. And then inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, folding over. Wide-legged forward bend. Again, here we just release the tension. You can shake the head no, shake the head yes. Feel free to maybe sway side to side, maybe take a nice flat back, and then exhale, fold. Give yourself the time you need to stretch. Inhale, reach the heart forward. And then exhale, we're gonna make our way onto our backs on our mat. So however you can get there, just come to lie down, bringing your knees into your chest. And then release the knees, bring the feet onto the mat. We're gonna come into bridge pose. And if you want, you can take a yoga block and just do assisted bridge pose if you've done enough physical effort today. I recommend on the lowest or the medium height, you put it underneath your sacrum, and it's a nice restorative stretch. Otherwise, if you feel like you would like to exert a little more effort, bring your feet so that your fingertips can graze the backs of your heels. Open up your shoulders. Feel your breath here. Relax the face. Exhale, navel toward your spine, and then inhale, pressing into the feet. Raise the hips up into the sky. So you're hugging the thighs together. You want the knees to be relatively close, only about hips width distance. And you're reaching the shoulder blades back, pressing the shoulder blades into the mat, the feet into the mat, and the back of your head into the mat. It will help you raise the hips a little bit higher. Taking one more inhale, and then exhale, slowly release the spine vertebrae by vertebrae back down onto your mat. We're going to take bridge pose again. So just take a breath here. Exhale, navel to spine. And this time, when you inhale, pressing the hips up toward the sky, you can interlace your hands behind you, opening up the shoulders even more, and making sure to keep the wrists relatively close together. You don't want a lot of space in between your palms. Good. Breathing into the belly. See if you can relax the glutes. And then for an extra challenge, press into the left foot, raise the right leg up into the sky, flexing the foot. Inhale, point the foot. Exhale, flex. Bring it back down to the earth. And then switch. Inhale, raise the left leg up. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Release the leg. Release the grip with the hands. And slowly exhale, come back down onto the mat and just feel a nice neutral spine here. Breathing into the belly. On your exhale, you're going to let your knees fall to the right side, keeping your feet where they are. It's just a nice little counter twist here to release our lower back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let the knees fold to the left. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. And then we're going to come into shoulder stand. So if you've never done shoulder stand before, you might just want to watch the first time. You're going to tuck your knees in toward your chest and then bring your hands onto your lower back, drawing the elbows close behind you. And using your hands to support yourself, you're going to want to take your legs up toward the ceiling. If you feel any pain in your neck in this pose, please come out of the pose. Maybe it's just not right for you today and you can try again tomorrow. Your diaphragm is in a very different position, so you might have to take shallower breaths. Just feeling your spine lengthen toward the ceiling. And then when you're ready, you can come into plow, which is bringing the feet behind your head. You can release the hands maybe and feel the stretch in the lower back. If your feet don't touch the floor yet, that's okay. You can just bring the legs close to the floor or the toes close to the floor. If you would like, you can also bend your legs and bring your knees around your ears and let them float toward your mat. This is a nice passive stretch. We're going to make our way back out of this position. So when you're ready, you can bring your knees maybe to your forehead, or maybe you're still in shoulder stand with the legs up in the air. However you can, you're going to slowly release the spine back down on the mat with control, using your core, allowing your hands to assist you, and then coming onto your back, hugging your knees into your chest. Maybe shake your head no here, release the neck. And then we're going to take our knees and just move them in little circles. So massaging the sacrum here, moving the knees clockwise, and then exhale, moving the knees counterclockwise. When you're ready, you're going to start rocking on your spine forward and back. You can take your hands behind your knees, come up into a nice tall seat, bringing your legs forward on the mat, flexing both feet toward you. Inhale, reach a nice tall spine. Exhale, folding over for a forward stretch, Dandasana. You can grab onto your calves, your ankles, the bottoms of your feet if you can reach them. Or maybe you have a yoga strap around the balls of your feet and you can use the yoga strap to help yourself pull forward and lengthen the spine. That's always a great idea. Even if you're really flexible, it might help you engage a little more and feel a deeper stretch in the lower back or the very deep hamstrings. Taking a few moments here to just breathe. This is such an important yoga pose. It stretches the whole back body. And oftentimes when we work on our yoga mat, we don't give ourselves enough time to stretch. So I really emphasize taking the time at the end of your practice to just release, stretch, and breathe. Inhale deep into the belly, reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold a little deeper for the last few breaths. And then slowly you can release the hands and walk yourself up into a tall spine. You're going to take the right leg and bring it across your left. Leave the left leg straight, bend the right knee so that the knees sort of overlap, or as much as possible here. This is seated half cow. And then you're going to exhale and fold over, reaching toward the left foot. And this can be a very intense stretch. You'll feel it in your hamstring, your glute, your lower back, your IT band. And those things can get really tight because our hips are the biggest joint in our body and those things are all connected to our hips. So just be kind to yourself. You might even have to sit up tall for this stretch. Maybe you can't fold over yet because it's too intense. Just know exactly where you are. It's where you're meant to be in this moment. And if you can breathe into that, then maybe you can move forward. And then on your next inhale, you're going to bring your right hand to the outside of your left foot and twist open to the left side, bringing the left fingertips toward the back of the room. Exhale, release. Coming into a seated twist, you're going to leave the right leg folded over the left, bending the left foot so that it comes close to your right hip. Inhale, reach the left arm up toward the sky. Exhale, bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, twisting open to the right side. You can use the right fingertips to help support you behind your sacrum. Inhale, reach the heart open. Exhale, reach the navel toward the right side of the room. With every exhale, twist a little more. Good. Exhale, slowly release. Take a nice little counter stretch to the left by placing the hands on the mat. And then we're going to switch sides. So you're going to bring your right leg straight out in front of you. Cross the left knee over so that it lines up maybe with the right knee on top of it. And then exhale, fold over for a nice deep hamstring stretch, releasing the IT band, the hip, the lower back. Taking a few moments here. Again, one side will be a little different than the other, and it might be pretty intense. So just be kind to yourself. Know where your edge is. You don't have to push through it. Maybe just breathe into it. Maybe come out of it slightly if it's too intense. Taking one more inhale here. One more exhale. And then what you're going to do is bring your left hand to the outside of the right foot if you can reach it. Otherwise, you can place it on the shin. And then inhale, reach the heart open to the right, reaching the fingertips of the right hand toward the back of the room. Feeling yourself expand for a breath. And then exhale, release that twist. Bring the right foot toward the left hip, bending both legs, keeping the left foot on the mat. Coming into a nice seated twist. Inhale, reaching the hand up. Exhale, the right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee, twisting the heart open to the left side of the room. And you can use those left fingertips behind you to help support your lower back. And remember that the head is the last thing to twist, so you shouldn't feel a ton of tension in your neck. If you do, just untwist your neck a little bit, looking maybe a little more to the right. Breathing here with every inhale, grow taller. Every exhale, twist deeper. And on your next exhale, coming slowly out of the twist, you can counter twist to the right by placing your hands on the right side of your mat. And then exhale, releasing the legs. Coming to face the long facing of your mat, bringing both feet out into a wide-legged seated position. Flexing both feet, keeping both knees pointed toward the ceiling. And then exhale, stretching over to the right, bringing the left arm over your left ear. Feeling a nice side body stretch. And then exhale, bring the heart toward your right knee and just stretch over that right leg. It's okay if you can't reach your knee or you can't reach your toes with your hands. Just feel the stretch where you are. Appreciate this moment on your mat. And always coming back to that deep yoga breath into the belly. Good. Slowly walking the hands back to center. Exhale, sweeping over to the left side, bringing the right arm over the right ear, stretching toward that left foot. And you'll feel this in your whole side body on the right. And then exhale, bring the right arm down, face your heart toward your left knee, releasing the spine. Taking your time, still keeping the feet flexed, keeping the hamstrings engaged, so that way you don't overstretch your muscles. Take one more inhale, one more exhale, and then slowly walk your hands back to center. We're going to move into our center stretch here. So inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, reaching the spine long. See if you can fold forward, exhale, without touching the earth for a moment. Reach the spine long, and then exhale, bring the hands down to the floor in front of you. Reaching the heart toward your fingertips. And making sure here that you're keeping your knees facing up toward the ceiling. We don't want them folding in or our toes folding in toward the front. With every exhale, see if you can release a little more. Just allow your spine to lengthen toward the front of the room. And slowly walk your hands back up toward your hips. Use your hands around your hamstrings to bend your knees. And then move into Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Bring the balls of the feet together, reaching the fingertips around your toes, and then exhale, fold the heart toward your feet. You can press the elbows into the inner calves or inner thighs to try and help your legs reach a little closer toward the earth. Let's all inhale, reach our heart forward, long spine. Exhale, fold. Relax here. You can maybe begin to close your eyes. This is a nice stretch to just focus within. On your next inhale, slowly come up into a tall spine. And then using your hands, bring your knees back to center. And then we're going to make our way onto our backs again, bringing the knees into the chest, hugging them in toward our heart. You can maybe interlace your hands around both knees or both shins. And then you're going to straighten your left leg and hug your right knee in toward your right shoulder. Flexing both feet here, just feeling the stretch in the back of your glutes and the back of your hamstring. And then we're going to straighten our right leg, feeling a nice stretch in the whole back of the right leg. You can take yoga toe lock here with your right fingers and your right big toe. Try to keep your right shoulder on the mat. If you can't, that's okay, but know that you're going to work toward that. On your exhale, bending the right leg. Inhale, straighten, maybe pointing the right foot, pointing the left foot together. Exhale, flex. Feel the stretch a little bit more. Maybe bend the right leg one more time. And then exhale, we're going to bring it into a twist. So drawing the right knee over the left side of your body. Allowing that right shoulder to really plant down into the earth. And then twisting from there. Your gaze is soft, maybe your eyes are closed. And breathe into the side body, into the back body in this twist. On your next inhale, slowly draw your right knee back into your chest, hug it in one more time. Exhale, switching legs, drawing the left knee in, flexing both feet still. Trying to make that left knee draw toward that left shoulder. Feeling the stretch in the glute and the hamstring. Inhale, straighten the left leg. You can grab on to the hamstring, the calf. You can take yoga toe lock. You're going to want to work toward that left shoulder, being in contact with the mat. If it's not there yet, that's okay. Breathing into the stretch, feel yourself lengthen. Feel that left heel reach toward the ceiling. On your exhale, bending the left leg. Inhale, straighten again. And as your left heel points up toward the ceiling, your right heel is also sending energy down and out away from you, keeping that right hip on the mat. Exhale, bending the left knee one more time, hugging it in, and then twisting over to the right, bringing the left knee over the right side of your body, allowing that left shoulder to really sink into the earth. Maybe close your eyes here, take a soft gaze past your left fingertips. Taking your inhales into the back body, into the rib cage, into the lower belly. Exhale, hugging everything in, sinking into the earth. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Slowly, when you're ready, inhale, come back to center. You can hug both knees in one more time. Bring them close to your chest, maybe rock a little bit, side to side, releasing the sacrum. And then we're going to take happy baby, so bringing the feet out toward the ceiling, reaching the hands inside of your legs and then grabbing the outside of your feet. Drawing your knees toward the earth. You might be able to rock side to side. Sometimes it could feel a little painful if you have a spine that sticks out a lot. You also want to think about your tailbone reaching toward your mat, so you have a nice long spine here. We're not curved a lot in our spine. Taking a few more breaths here. And then slowly releasing the grip on your hands, we're coming into a supine Baddha Konasana, so bringing the feet together, the knees apart. You can bring your hands on your hips, or maybe take your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart. We'll take a few breaths here, inhaling into the hands, into the belly and the heart, and exhale, feeling both hands sink toward the earth. I would definitely recommend closing your eyes here. We're going to begin to relax for the end of our class. Taking a few more moments in this stretch. And then when you're ready, making your way into Shavasana. You might want to place a pillow or a blanket underneath your knees. Maybe place a bolster or a blanket on top of your hips. However is comfortable for you. Releasing the legs, opening the hips a little bit, opening the shoulders, reaching the heart open. Feeling the neck really long, the crown of the head reaching opposite of your toes. And relax the face. Relax the space in between your eyebrows. Relax the tongue in your mouth. Inhaling deep into the belly. Exhale, let it go. On your next inhale, coming back to this present moment, begin to breathe deep into the belly, inflating it out like a balloon. And on the exhale, drawing the navel toward the spine. You can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, waking yourself back up, rolling your wrists and your ankles to bring a little bit more movement into the limbs. And then on your next inhale, you're going to sweep your arms up overhead, taking a nice big morning stretch as if you're waking up for the first time. And then exhale, rolling onto the right side of your body into a comfortable fetal position, cradling your head in your arms. You can keep your eyes closed. Use your hands to gently walk yourself up into a comfortable seat. Maybe sitting on your knees or sitting cross-legged. Relaxing the shoulders, feeling a nice tall spine. Opening up the heart. Focusing on the breath in this moment. You took the time to practice with me today, and I thank you for that. And I hope the qualities of stillness, peacefulness, strength, and perseverance flow with you off the mat as well. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center, pressing the thumbs into the heart and the heart into the thumbs. Feeling that mind, body, spirit connection. Exhale, slowly bow your head to greet your heart. We bow to the light, love, and truth inside of each and every one of us and inside of everything. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed our class, and I'll see you next time on the mat.